I've used enough trading tools to know that automated can mean very different things. Some bots still expect you to adjust settings, change parameters, watch the market, and step in whenever something happens. That's not what I'm looking for. With Grok Trade, the whole point is that I can set up the account, start the system, and then leave trading process to the platform instead of manually managing it all day. So let's get into the account. Okay, so this is the main dashboard. Everything I need to check is basically right here. Current activity, session details, trading stats, and the account information. So I don't have to jump around the platform just to figure out what's going on. Right here, this is the current session panel. We can see when it started, how long it's been running, total number of trades, and the current win rate. And the nice part is, these numbers are updated by the system itself. I'm not sitting here entering data or keeping track of the trades manually. Okay, here are the 3 available plans. Each one shows what's included so we can see the differences before choosing one. For my own test, I'm using the second plan. I wanted to keep the setup basic and see how it behaves without changing a bunch of things. So, Wallet tab. Here we've got the account history, deposits, withdrawals, session activity, and the balance changes recorded by the platform. So if I want to check something from a previous session, I can just come back here and go through the history. Okay, now let me show you the initial setup with USDT. I'll head to this section, choose a plan, and tap Get Started. Here I select USDT. The platform generates the address for the transaction, so I'll copy that and send. Once the transaction gets confirmed, the account updates and the selected setup becomes active. And after that, I'm basically out of the loop when it comes to the individual trades. I'm not sitting here deciding when to enter, I'm not changing settings every time the market moves, and I'm not manually checking the chart all day to decide what the bot should do next. That's handled by the automated system. Grok is used as part of the AI side of crypto trading, while the platform takes care of the sessions and keeps the activity organized. So I can just let it run. If I come back later and open the dashboard, I can see what happened during that time without having to reconstruct every step myself. Now, obviously, I'm not saying every trade is going to have the same outcome. I'm only talking about what I've seen during my own test. For me, the interesting part is how little interaction is needed after the system starts. I can check the dashboard, look through the sessions, and review the activity whenever I want, but I'm not manually operating the bot throughout the day. So now let me show how to withdraw. I'll open it here and it shows the amount currently available. I'm selecting USDT, choosing the network, and enter the destination address. 1 second. Okay, transaction is being processed. So at this point, we just wait for confirmation. And again, I'm not changing anything inside the trading system while that's happening. The platform handles the transaction process, and the account should update once it's completed. So yeah, after running this for a few weeks, the main thing I've noticed is just how little I have to manage myself. I can start the system, let it run, and come back later to review what happened. That's very different from manually watching a chart and making decisions throughout the day. And I think that's where the convenience of Grok Trade really comes from for me. The goal isn't to give me another complicated piece of software to operate. It's the opposite. I want the system to handle the routine part while I just monitor the activity and check the results. So if you've got any questions about the setup or there's something specific you want me to check, leave it in comments. And if you want to take a look at Grok Trade yourself, I'll leave the link in the description and comments. Just make sure you're using the correct website before. There are plenty of fake crypto sites and copycat domains around, so it's worth checking the address first.